And check out how we did with a box of 2013-14 Panini Elite Basketball. I'm a decent-sized fan of Elite. The main reason being that it's one of the few places anymore where you really can find sort of nice, decently valuable base rookie cards of guys. And they always have sort of a nice classic look, And you'll see that this year especially there's a lot of throwbacks to some of the older stuff, which I'm a fan of. Kind of when Elite first sort of hit the scene in the late '80s. As an insert in Donruss baseball. I was a big fan. I wrote a little story for the Panini blog about that. I think it was maybe 91 or 92, a Dave Winfield Elite card that we pulled numbered to 10,000 at the time. It was like, oh my God, this is so rare. There's only 10,000 of them. Now, regular sets probably don't print 10,000 of base cards anymore. But anyway, I'll get to the cards and stop rambling about stuff. So the base cards are, they look like Elite cards. They're pretty simple design. It's got that mirrory around the side. They're pretty shiny. Got Kyrie Irving, his mouth open. And the backs, are nice. Sort of pinnacle look to them. That's Kyrie. James Harden, another guy I'm a fan of, just because he's kind of weird. He's got a good beard. He's got his weird little mohawk. He has this very similar hairdo to my 3-month-old daughter. Kind of the faux hawk / mohawk look, so it's a good look. Another guy picked out I really like is DeMar DeRozan. He's a guy, he's scoring, I think he's averaging like 20, maybe 22 points a game this year. I think he's right around the top 10 in scoring or in that sort of range. And his stuff hasn't really jumped. I don't know why it's not worth more. He's a good player. And he was totally robbed a couple years ago by Blake Griffin jumping over the car. The best dunk in that contest was by far DeMar DeRozan's final dunk. But I digress. And then Kobe. Gotta have Kobe. Even though Kobe's days are kind of numbered, but nonetheless, nice looking Kobe. There's also some numbered versions. This set, which isn't, I don't think, typical for Elite, had a number of retired guys. So they're numbered to, what is that, 999? Yeah, 999. Not quite as much as the 10,000 for that old Elite card I had. Dan Marley. When I was a kid, I thought his name was Majurley. I'm still not sure. That's like Majurley. Anyway, Dan Marley. Then John Havlicek stole the ball. That's a cool looking card. And a couple of rookies. There's this guy, Luigi. And then Alan Crabb and Goyle. It's a cool card. I like the pose and stuff like that. So those are nice cards. As far as inserts, a couple different things, a couple of parallels. I got these two. Both are blue die cut. I don't know if you can see in the video, but the blue on Bill Walton is more of a deep blue, and it's a little light, almost purpley on Mr. Lopez over there. And Mr. Lopez is numbered to 58, 58, and then Bill Walton is numbered to 95. So I guess there's slightly different colors there, but those are cool. I like a good die cut. I've always thought the blue on these look nice. I'm a big fan of blue. And I thought those always look pretty nice. Look at the shorts on Bill Walton. Nice. Alright, other inserts. Got a number of these face-to-face. I guess these are sort of new modern rivals, maybe. Paul George, Carmelo Anthony. They're definitely not going to be facing off in the playoffs the way the Knicks are playing. And then Ty Lawson, Stephen Curry. And then I can't say Clay Thomas and Leonard. I can't make up the first name. I have an interesting Clay Thompson story. I used to work at University of Virginia, and I was meeting with Tony Bennett, the coach. We were bringing him a thank you letter for something he'd done for us when I was working there with our staff. And he was really excited because the day after the draft, and Clay Thompson had just been drafted the night before. And he coached Clay Thompson previously in his career. So he was very excited that Clay got drafted. So that was kind of cool. He signed one of his cards for me. He was meeting with our staff once. He was talking to our staff. came to talk about teamwork and stuff like that when I was working in housing there. He's telling stories and people are listening and stuff like that. And he started talking about when he played in the NBA and talked about guarding Michael Jordan. And that got everyone's attention. After that, like talking, well, I guard Michael Jordan, he scored on me, like that guy, After that, no matter what he said, everyone was paying attention. It was kind of cool. So the backs of these are kind of neat. Face to face. Start getting to some really cool, I think, cool looking inserts. So this is franchise future. So, very sort of mirrored look. Once again, kind of getting a little bit more of a throwbacky look. The real simple background and stuff like that. In the background, it's got the team logo and team colors. I like any time they incorporate team colors into a card. So those are pretty cool. I only got the 2 of those. Anthony Davis and Kenneth Farid. Now, another insert I really liked. This was similar to some of the cards in Pinnacle, or sort of the old Team Pinnacle cards. So here, with Elite, you have Passing the Torch. So in the front, we got Russell Westbrook. On the back, we got Gary Payton. So that's cool. I always like those kind of, front and back cards. Panini's done, back in the day, Donruss did quite a few of those and always seem to do them really well. And we have Chris Paul and Isaiah Thomas. Hopefully Chris Paul doesn't decide to become a GM and sort of emulate Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas is an interesting guy. I always really liked him when I was a kid. Thought he was a good player and stuff like that. But it seems like everyone else that played with him just hated him. I don't know if it's true or not, but the whole story is about the reason he wasn't on the Dream Team is because no one liked him. Poor Isaiah. Now these are my favorite cards. These are maybe some of my favorite cards I've seen in a while. And this was Elite Series. So once again, kind of harkening back to the old school. And I just really like the looks of these cards. Like the big sort of close-up picture on the guy. The big bold E in the background with the team colors. I just think they look really cool and classy. And I got a bunch of them, so I got Penny Hardaway, team colors against there. Damian Lillard, which is pretty cool. So last year's Rookie of the Year. And the Rookie of the Year from the year before, Kyrie Irving. Cool looking card. I'm not a big fan of the Celtics, but I do like the green on those cards. And then Alonzo Mourning. Who doesn't love Zoe? And then the hits. So I got a throwback thread of Joe Dumars. Joe's one of those guys I don't think got enough credit. He's a really good player, Hall of Famer. Won a back-to-back championship. But you don't really hear his name much when they talk about the big guys from his era. And I got Back to the Future, single jersey card, fine enough looking card of Josh Calderon of the Raptors. My son likes the Raptors because it's a dinosaur. And I got this little die-cutty, roundy Nando DeColo, turn of the century card, so it's numbered to 100. I thought that was pretty cool. The thing I like about these is they're really easy to put in top loaders because they just slide right in. You don't have to worry about dinging the corners. Last card I got was this card, Tim Hardaway Jr. What does that say? New Breed. I like that card. It doesn't have like the normal Panini look. I don't know, it looks a little bit, maybe it belongs in a slightly different set, but I really like the look of the card. I like the white background. I like the way the jersey's there and everything like that. And Tim Hardaway Jr.'s got a pretty nice signature. Look at that. It's pretty busy. So, I mean, his dad did all right in the skills challenge, the shootout-y thing they do at the All-Star game. That's that. So that's the Panini Elite 2013-14. If you like Panini, it's perfect. I mean, if you like Elite, it's perfect. It's got the the same form that they've had for years. And like I said, these cards I'm a big fan of these. I think they're really cool. I might have to track down I'm sure Kevin Love has one, and I'm sure Tim Duncan have one of these. So I'll have to track those down and add them to the collection. I think they're pretty cool. All right, there you go. Thanks.